Imagine a jet so advanced, it doesn't just fly, it rules the sky. A jet faster than anything America has ever built, stealthier than radar can detect, and smarter than any pilot could ever dream. This isn't science fiction. It isn't a prototype locked away in a hangar. It's real. It's here, and it's going viral. Meet the F-47, America's first sixth-generation fighter jet. Born from the Air Force's next-generation air dominance program, it's designed to replace the legendary F-22 Raptor and crush any rival in the skies. This machine isn't just another fighter, it's the blueprint for the future of war. Welcome to Machine Squad, where today we're taking you inside the F-47, the jet that could change the balance of global power forever. The United States has always led the world in fighter jet technology. From the F-86 Sabre of the Korean War, to the F-15 Eagle that dominated the skies for decades, to the stealth revolution of the F-117 and F-22, each generation of American aircraft set the standard. But in recent years, that dominance has been challenged. China is fielding its J-20 stealth fighter in larger numbers. Russia continues to push its Su-57, despite production struggles. For the first time in decades, America's aerial supremacy isn't guaranteed. Enter the F-47. Announced in March 2025, Boeing shocked the world when it won a $20 billion contract to build the Air Force's next-generation fighter. Dubbed the F-47, this jet is not just a replacement for the F-22, it's a whole new philosophy of air combat. It's faster, stealthier, and has nearly double the combat radius of its predecessors. But the real game-changer, the F-47 doesn't fly alone. It comes with AI-powered drone wingmen, known as Collaborative Combat Aircraft (CCAs). For the first time, a U.S. fighter jet won't just be a single aircraft, it will command a fleet. And that changes everything. So, what exactly is the F-47? The F-47 is the first aircraft to emerge from the Air Force's Next-Generation Air Dominance (NGAD) program, a top-secret initiative launched in 2016 to design a successor to the F-22 Raptor. While the F-22 was designed to dominate the Cold War skies, the F-47 is built for 21st-century warfare. Its key features are jaw-dropping: speed, capable of exceeding Mach 2, making it one of the fastest jets in U.S. service. Range, with a combat radius over 1,000 nautical miles, it can strike deeper than any U.S. fighter before it. Stealth plus, it's not just radar evading, it's designed to beat advanced detection systems like infrared search and track and next-gen radar. Adaptability, its modular systems allow future upgrades in weapons, sensors, and software. Fleet size, the Air Force plans to buy at least 185 aircraft, ensuring it's not just an experimental jet, but a backbone of U.S. air power. One Air Force general described it simply: the F-22 gave us air dominance. The F-47 will make sure we never lose it. Unlike the F-35, which tried to be all things to all services, the F-47 is laser-focused, a pure air dominance fighter, designed to outfly and outfight China's J-20 or any threat that comes next. And unlike the F-22, which was notoriously expensive to maintain, the F-47 is being engineered for supportability and cost-effectiveness, ensuring it doesn't just dominate in the air, but also in the budget battles of Washington. But the most radical part of the F-47 program isn't the jet itself, it's what flies beside it. The Air Force calls them Collaborative Combat Aircraft, or CCAs. Think of them as robotic wingmen. These are autonomous drones designed to fly alongside the F-47 and expand its capabilities. Scouts, they can fly ahead, detect enemy aircraft or air defenses, and relay data back. Decoys, they can draw fire away from the manned jet. Weapons platforms, they can carry missiles, bombs, or electronic warfare pods, multiplying the firepower of the F-47. Suicide missions, if needed, they can sacrifice themselves to overwhelm enemy defenses. Companies like Endural Industries and General Atomics are already building prototypes, such as the Fury unmanned fighter. These drones are designed to be cheaper than manned jets, so losing one isn't a disaster. But here's the kicker: they're controlled not by ground operators, but by the pilot of the F-47. In other words, the F-47 isn't just a fighter jet, it's a command center in the sky, directing a swarm of autonomous drones in real time. Of course, this raises big questions. How much autonomy do the drones have? Could AI ever make lethal decisions without human approval? The Air Force insists every drone will have a kill switch and that humans will remain in control. Still, the ethical debate is heating up. Either way, one thing is clear. With CCAs, the F-47 isn't just one aircraft, it's an airborne wolf pack. So what does the F-47 mean for America's rivals and for the future of warfare? Let's start with China. The People's Liberation Army Air Force is rapidly expanding, with hundreds of J-20 stealth fighters already in service and rumors of AJ-35 in development. For years, analysts warned that China could challenge U.S. air dominance in the Pacific. The F-47 is Washington's answer. With its long range, it can operate across the vast distances of the Pacific Theater, from Guam to Taiwan to the South China Sea. With its stealth and speed, it can pierce enemy air defenses. And with its drone wingmen, it can outnumber and outsmart opponents. Now consider Russia. The Su-57 is advanced, but Russia has struggled to build more than a handful. Against the F-47, it's not even a fair fight. But the F-47's impact goes beyond military balance sheets, it's also about deterrence. By fielding a jet so advanced that adversaries will never see it coming, as one Pentagon official put it, the U.S. signals to its enemies, don't even try. And for America's allies from NATO in Europe to Japan and Australia in the Pacific, the F-47 is reassurance. It proves the U.S. is committed to staying ahead. In short, the F-47 isn't just a fighter jet, it's a statement. But let's be real, the F-47 is not without problems. First, there's Boeing's reputation. In recent years, Boeing has struggled with quality issues, from the 737 MAX crisis to delays in delivering Air Force tankers. Can they really deliver a flawless sixth-generation fighter? Skeptics aren't sure. Second, there's cost. The NGAD program was briefly paused in 2023 due to skyrocketing expenses. The F-47 may be cheaper than the F-22, but with a $20 billion contract and cutting-edge drones, it won't be cheap. Third, there's the AI question. How much autonomy should drones have? What happens if communication is jammed? Could an AI drone misidentify a target? These aren't just technical questions, they're moral ones. Finally, there's secrecy. Much of the F-47's design remains classified. We've seen artist renderings, but not much else. Until the jet flies publicly, we're working with partial information. Still, critics or not, the Air Force insists the F-47 is coming, and it's coming fast. So, when will we actually see the F-47? Believe it or not, experimental versions have already been flying. Back in 2020, the Air Force confirmed that at least one full-scale God demonstrator had taken to the skies. Now, with Boeing's contract secured, the F-47 is on track to enter service between 2025 and 2029. The Air Force wants its first operational squadron by the end of the decade. The CCAs, its drone wingmen, are expected to roll out around the same time, with Endural and General Atomics competing to deliver them. In other words, this isn't a 2040s weapon. It's a this-decade weapon. By the time today's teenagers are graduating college, the F-47 could already be patrolling the skies. The F-47 is more than just another American fighter jet, it's a symbol of what comes next. A sixth-generation machine built not just for speed and stealth, but for an entirely new kind of war, one where man and machine fight side by side. Some say it's too ambitious, others say it's too expensive. But one thing is certain. The F-47 represents the future of air combat. And in that future, America intends to win. So, what do you think? Is the F-47 a revolution or just another expensive promise? Should AI really fly into combat? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you love military tech, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join us here on Machine Squad, your front row seat to the weapons that will shape tomorrow.